Hello, my name is Raymond.
And I am the wife, Emily.
Okay. And you're watching the Emily and Raymond show.
Yes, you are. And today we're going to talk about different Christmas stories and memories throughout the years while we were growing up and more recent Christmases as well.
Okay.
Would you like to start, hubby?
Nah, I don't really have any stories. I have to think about some.
Okay. Well, I will start off with last year's Christmas, probably the most depressing Christmas that I can think of in my entire life. Main reason being, my grandma died that year. She died literally 2 months before Christmas, around Halloween. She died, ironic time that she died 2 days before Halloween. But anyway, it was the very first Christmas that my family had to go without her. She always made Christmas special. She used to refer to herself as Mother Claus. Even when I was older, even when I didn't know, even when I knew Santa Claus wasn't real and everything, she'd always say that, you know, just the festivity and everything. So my mom and I ended up spending Christmas all by our lonesome selves in Belleville without my grandma. And you know what was the worst thing? The next day, guess what we had to eat for dinner, for Christmas dinner?
Pizza?
No, worse than that, because I got ill from the food. Take a guess, what can make you sick during Christmas if it's not cooked properly?
Turkey.
Chicken. I got salmonella.
Oh, I can relate.
I got salmonella. The next day, my stomach started feeling off on Christmas Day, and I'm like thinking, uh-oh. And I was supposed to go to the States and visit my stalker. That's the funny thing, in Syracuse, New York, but I ended up not being able to visit him because I said to him, I cannot travel 7 hours by bus when I am going to vomit on the bus. I threw up on Boxing Day. It was horrific. And then I ended up spending the rest of the week with my ex-boyfriend because I had nobody else to celebrate Christmas with. My dad was
you were
working.
telling me about that too.
I was. We hadn't met in person yet. That's the funny
and I was working
thing.
at Cineplex.
Yeah.
At that time. I was there.
Yeah.
That was around Christmas Eve when I got locked in a freezer for 2 hours. Oh.
Last
man.
year?
I didn't tell you about that?
No, you didn't, hubby.
I was working Christmas Eve, and we did the kitchen close down, and I went into the freezer to go, I think, inventory fries. And I knew that the door mechanism, normally it's not supposed to lock you from the inside, you can push the button and let you up. Okay. No, the door, it just jammed, froze. And I was just in there for maybe, I don't know, I think an hour and a half before someone actually opened the door, and they saw me inside, like, hugged me to call. I'm like, I did. No one answers your phone, and if you look at my phone, it's frozen to my keys. So that's why I lost on my cell phone too. I had a Samsung S3 at the time.
That's
so I went to pull the keys off to show the guy and just cracked. That's how frozen it was in there. Right?
Good Lord. And that was last year, around the same time that I was having my nightmare.
Yeah, because also that was around the time too when I got stabbed in the hand teaching someone how to make Caesar salad.
Where?
At the same kitchen.
Oh!
Last year holiday season was very annoying in that sense.
It was annoying. And you know what? I literally, the best thing about it was basically winning a $200 gift card from a place that I recently got fired from. I won a $200 gift card. I'll pull it out of my wallet and show the audience. I still have it, even though it doesn't have money on it anymore.
Actually, no, I lied. That was 2015's holiday story.
Oh, well then what happened in 2016
2016, I was, actually, I don't think anything bad really happened in 2016. I worked the overnight shifts, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day.
Interesting.
And, you know, it's very sad when you have a whole hotel, like 1,000 employees, and only 6 unlucky bastards have to work.
And you were one of them.
Christmas over.
You were one of the 6.
Yeah, but we had a decent meal. They gave us food at 2 in the morning, and they made us a nice custom Christmas.
Did they do a Secret Santa? They could have done a Secret Santa.
No, they don't do that.
That's stupid. I won a $200 gift card from the place that I got fired from. The best place, the best thing that came out of that place, I worked there for over a year, another call center, was a $200 gift card for the Scarborough Town Center.
Didn't you buy your guest purse or something?
Yes, I bought a guest purse. I got some nice boots from Sirens. I got a couple of tops, a really nice sparkly top which I'll wear next week. All thanks to that place that fired me. This was the best thing that came out of working there. So.
I don't think I've ever gotten any gift cards at work. But on that note of Secret Santa, every workplace I've worked at, they've never done anything for the holidays.
That sucks.
Not even Secret Santa, not like no gift exchange, no cards. No, I lied.
Wow.
The last place, they gave you a birthday card.
Interesting.
That was really it. But other than that, nothing for the holidays.
Weird.
You're lucky to they figured having a Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner or something like that was a privilege.
Wow. Interesting.
Right? You have to earn that. So I'm like, what kind of like
workplace are you?
Rustic, cold shoulder Canadian workplaces.
You're Ebenezer Scrooge is what they are. Bah humbug.
Exactly.
That's what they are. They're bah humbug.
But then I find that it's only like the GTA, from what I know, that really does this. Because if you go to like, I asked around people in different provinces, like up north in Ontario and stuff. Yeah, they all do like Secret Santa, lighting of workplace Christmas trees, that kind of stuff. But Toronto's like, nope, screw you. You gotta
work. We're Ebenezer. We want your money. We don't want to give. It's all about receiving and not giving. That's how they think. Exactly.
Actually, I saw a Christmas Carol for the first time in a while.
Oh, it's great. Black and white, and the original black and white version.
I found a sign when I was up when I left therapy yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Woodbine and like Danforth. There's a door, and they have the original Christmas Carol like poster for the movie.
Nice.
$200. So I'm like, that's nice.
That's a Christmas tradition in my family.
But if you look at that, I'm like, that's a pretty nice picture. I would buy it if I had the money, because even if you buy it, you keep it as a collector.
Nice.
Collector item, it's worth a lot of money too.
That's cool.
Still, I like walking around the city finding different stuff, especially around this time of year.
Awesome.
You never know, like if you ever look at my Instagram, you'll see all the random Christmas photos and silly photos I get.
Yeah.
People love these things. I get so many comments and stuff on them too.
Yeah. Nice.
Rather Christmas or something?
I got a few things. I got a few memories. Okay, so there are 3 things that when I was a kid made December extra special for me. Unfortunately, these things don't matter anymore because I'm an adult. I'm not a kid anymore, so I basically provide for myself. But when I was a kid, see, I'm an only child, first of all. So everyone thinks only children are spoiled. Not necessarily, yes and no for me. My parents were divorced. And my birthday is a few weeks before Christmas. You can imagine those 3 things would make me get double or triple the gifts than an average person would. As a kid, I probably did. You know, gifts from 2 parents, no siblings to share them with, and divorce and everything comes with that, and birthday as well. Or sometimes I get 1 gift for Christmas and birthday, which I'm like, oh well. You know,
that's what I do to my sister.
Oh, that's nice.
No, that's mainly because her birthday is a month after Christmas.
Oh. Well, that shouldn't count.
So I'm like, okay, so I'll give you if I don't have money to give you anything during December, like this year, the 2 workplaces I work for still haven't paid me, so I won't be able to give her anything for Christmas probably. But at least her birthday's January 23rd, so I can give her something like 2 or more.
That's presents. A month after. That's not as close to Christmas as my birthday. I get screwed over more than she would.
Yeah, you're December 5th.
Yeah. Exactly.
My buddy, his birthday is December 26th, and he's never gotten a
that would really suck.
Never gets a birthday gift because his mom's like, oh, your birthday's Christmas Day, you do whatever on Christmas Day. Your birthday? I don't know you.
Oh my god.
That's kind of mean. I'm like,
that's dumb. Like, even if you were to just get 1 small gift for Christmas and 1 small gift for birthday, then it would be making it more special, right? Like, that's what I would do if I had kids and they were born there. But anyway, continuing on. So when I was in grade 8, we did a Secret Santa thing in grade 8 before our graduation, a few months before. And the guy in my class, I think he had a bit of a crush on me. He's married now, actually, and he's on my Facebook friends. And I know it sounds like I'm stalking him because I know that he's married. I wouldn't have known without Facebook that he's married now. Zach McDonald. Zach McDonald, if you're watching this right now, I remember the gift you got me for Secret Santa. 11 years ago. Yes, 10 years ago. No, sorry, 11 years ago. 2006. Yeah, I feel so old when I say this. Anyway, so he got me one of those, those ornaments where you open up a box, it's like a ballerina comes out, kind of like a jewelry box, and it plays music.
Oh, like the musical box.
Basically. But it wasn't a musical box. It was a Christmas or themed one. Really nice. You just open it up. I still have it to this day. I think it still works. You twist it at the back, opens up. I think it played a Christmas carol. Maybe it was just like a jewelry box music. But I think it had a skating rink inside of it or something. And I'm like thinking, nice gift to get someone for Secret Santa, because I don't remember what I got my Secret Santa. I actually don't remember who my Secret Santa was, but I remember that I was his Secret Santa. He was my Secret Santa. Sorry. And I felt so bad because I didn't spend nearly as much money, I think, on the gift that I gave to somebody else that he had spent on me. And anyway, Zach, if you're watching this, I might tag you in the comments. I don't know if you remember giving me this or not, but if I had this ornament that you gave me in grade 8, I would totally show it to the audience now because I still have that in my room at my parents' place. So, yeah.
Yeah, my grandma one year, she gave me this big kind of snow globe.
Oh, yeah?
So probably, maybe put 2 of these water balls together, so like kind of that big. And inside a little Christmas village, and you hit the button, and it lights up your whole room, projects big Christmas things all over.
You don't still have it then?
I think my mom probably has it because she didn't really trust me with it because it's pure glass.
Oh,
one knock like this shatters instantly.
Oh, yeah, that would be easy.
So I think my mom has it. I actually want to see if she has it because I have nothing really to show for Christmas in my apartment. And this year I want to celebrate a little bit.
Me neither.
And I'm trying to get my cat a stocking.
Yeah.
They have these nice little stockings at PetSmart full of toys.
Yes, Serena.
If you want to get her a present, you know, it's only $6, 24 toys.
Okay. Oh, okay. What? You know, I'll go get you my hubby a gift very soon. Don't worry. You didn't tell me what you wanted besides that.
What do I want for Christmas?
Yeah.
It's a very interesting question. If you want, you can get me a nice sweater or something. So I don't always have to wear the same stuff on the show.
Okay, I've got an idea. I got a couple of ideas that I can do. I can pull some strings.
I'm pretty colorful, just nothing too colorful if you want to get me something.
Alright, well, Christmas is about, giving and not receiving, so I'm remembering all the nice things you've done for me. Gave me an LG when I needed a phone, but I do owe him a couple of favors, so.
Yeah, going grocery shopping with her,
Yeah, helping me eat. Actually, the other night when you went grocery shopping with me, the bus left. I was running down the stairs with the groceries on my arms.
6 bags?
Yes!
No, not an asshole. I should have just taken you home. I didn't have the bus fare.
It's not your fault. I'm not blaming you. I'm just telling you what happened, okay? And the bus took off. Another guy was running beside me, and I'm like, I was like shaking my fist at the bus, and I had to walk in the snow carrying those bags from the station. I didn't tell you because I didn't want you to feel bad. But I'm just telling you that's what ended up happening. Stupid bus drivers, right? They don't care. They never want to wait for people who are carrying heavy things. So. Yeah,
I do. I'll take, actually, no, I'm not going to say it. So I'm going to say something related to America, but I won't say it yet. Because I might get some hatred. It's regarding what I told you earlier.
I know, but this is Christmas stories, so I got more things I want to share. Okay, so when I was either 3 or 4, it would have been 4 when this happened. I would have been I'm not going to give away my age. I'm not going to say what year it is. I'm already giving my age. I'm not going to give away my age, but it was when I was 4. So in the 90s, that's all you need to know. And I got this big doll house from my mom. I think it was like this huge Fisher-Price doll house. One of like my favorites. I mean, I would have kept that for my kids. If I had my way, I would have kept that. I don't care if I had to pay storage for that thing. I would have kept that as a, what do you call it, sentimental thing from childhood. Because I love that dollhouse. I think I had that dollhouse until I was 8 or 9.
Yeah, dude, I still have my Cookie Monster.
Lucky.
I've had since I was a kid. He's in my closet. My sister has my baby blanket. She has that thing on hostage. She got me this nice holiday-themed Eeyore. Maybe I'll bring it in the next episode. It's a Christmas Eeyore, limited edition. Yeah. And I don't know, everyone loves this Eeyore. Even my cat, she would sleep with the Eeyore.
That's funny. I still have my penguin that I got, I think, when I was 5. I think that was a birthday gift. It was a penguin Ty, stuffed animal brand. I love those, and it's really worn out. I've had that penguin since the 90s. I've never given away that penguin. And then I remember I got I had a little, like it looked like a polar bear, a stuffed teddy bear that looked like a polar bear. Really small, that I used to sleep with when I was 3. And I think I got that for Christmas before my parents split. That's why it's really sentimental. Maybe I don't have it anymore. I don't think I have it anymore, though. It really sucks. But so the dollhouse was a big thing for Christmas as a kid. What else did I get? Wow, I had so many things I forgot. I used to get books a lot. I was a big fan of the Olsen twins. I got books from the Olsen twins. I got their movies for birthday and Christmas. I got their clothes. I had their Mary-Kate and Ashley fashion brand for kids. And I used to love that, so I used to get that. Is there anything else that sticks out of my brain? Every Christmas that went by, I should have more memories. I used to get, like, Christmas presents from my friends were basically during my birthday. I'd be like, you can just get me something for my birthday. It's from when I was a kid. You know, I had, like, a Christmas/birthday party. If you're busy for Christmas, well, you can celebrate Christmas at my birthday. I used to say that as a kid because half my friends couldn't show up to my parties and everything. Oh, I remember. One of my friends got me this big tin of popcorn. It was like a Christmas-themed popcorn tin. I had, like, cheese-flavored popcorn, caramel-flavored popcorn, and butter popcorn. All in one big tin. With this huge metal aluminum tin when I was like 8. I remember that from when I was 8. Oh, I remember one thing that my dad got me. I know it might sound a little weird that maybe I was a little bit old to do this. I was like 8. Maybe 8 or 9. I can't remember. But I wanted one of those Annabelle dolls. Do you remember the dolls?
You mean the Baby Alive?
Yeah, with the motor mouth.
Baby Alive.
And you could like feed it with milk and you could change its diapers. I got that when I was 8. I think maybe it sounds a little bit old to be wanting at 8. I don't know if 8 years old is old to be wanting that or not.
Not really.
No, I wasn't like 10 or 11.
I thought about getting my sister one of those ponies that you can feed and ride and stuff. Yeah. Like, nah, my mom would probably kill me if I did that.
Why? Why?
That's pretty big.
Oh.
My sister is very, how do I say? She's very secure when it comes to her stuff. Oh. Because she doesn't like people touching her stuff. It's like my brother. My youngest brother, the same thing. Oh. You get him toys. But I don't know, maybe he probably got this from me. He loves collecting his toys. He'll touch it once or twice, clean it off, put it on his shelf. You touch his toys, he will hit you.
Wow, that's funny. So he doesn't share with siblings, no sibling share.
He doesn't like people touching his stuff.
No, I don't blame him.
I don't blame him because he lives in a house of 3 boys and a girl. Oh. And my sister's the youngest, he's the second youngest, and the 2 boys after him, right?
That makes sense.
So it's by naturalization that the 2 youngest will always get bullied first.
Yeah. Well, I'm an only child, so of course I never share my stuff with anybody. Unless I had friends over. I think I was like maybe 10, 9 or 10. I had the Olsen twin Barbie dolls. And they had the Mary-Kate and Ashley Barbie dolls or whatever, maybe by Mattel. And they had the Friendship Connection game. Anything Mary-Kate or Ashley that you got me as a kid, I fell in love with. And then they retired when they were 18. And I was very disgruntled by that when I was a kid. I was so mad about that. But anyway, any other gifts that come to your mind that are...
not really gifts, maybe random stories.
Okay, any other stories you want to share?
So one of my high schools, I think this was my 2nd or 3rd high school. We had a really bad snowfall in Scarborough a couple of years ago, probably 2012 or 2011. I'm probably grade 10. I think this one I still had one of those phones that have the keyboard when you slide up.
Okay.
So I thought one of those, and we never liked walking on the main roads, especially because there were so many schools around. So we used to jump fences.
Yeah.
And we jumped so many fences, and my phone fell out of my pocket one day. And I'm like, I went the whole weekend, I didn't hear my phone go off. I didn't even see my phone. I'm like, Okay, whatever. I didn't care about my phone at the time. I was still young, right? I wasn't that popular at this school, so I didn't really need the phone all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, where the hell is this phone? And I told the guys, I'm like, I think I lost my phone when we were jumping fences. I don't know what force on earth made it that I went back to the same spot where I jumped the fence and the phone was buried right there.
Wow.
Still alive with juice.
Wow.
Had like 50 messages, and it still worked perfectly fine. I'm like,
wow.
How is this possible?
That's funny.
That was like some divine intervention.
Oh, speaking of which, I got 2 other Christmas gifts that come to mind.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, when I was 12, when I was 12, one of my mom's friends, it was an old family friend, came to our house and surprised me with this huge handcrafted gingerbread house. She made this gingerbread house all by herself. I think she wanted to set up a time to teach me how to make one. But I think I had school or my friends and stuff kind of got in the way. But she literally came to the house with a gingerbread house. It took us 2 or 3 months to finish eating it. It was like so delicate. I just remember her walking up the stairs of our porch, carrying it very carefully so it wouldn't break or anything. Now, what was the other gifts that I got? It's going to have to come back to my brain. You can talk while
I guess I should bring this to mention I've never actually made a gingerbread house.
Neither have I. Someone just gave it to me when I was a kid.
Or gingerbread man.
Yeah.
I've done Christmas cookies for as long as I can remember. I don't think I've ever made a Christmas like a gingerbread house.
We need to do that sometime during one of our cooking
I'm
classes.
on dementia for all I know, because maybe I do. I never remember anything past the age of 10.
I think you told me that.
Yeah, so I'm like, same with Christmas presents. I haven't really got like ones I can remember. A lot of times it's just been clothes or at one time I think I got Transformers.
Oh, I remember now. When I was 13, my mom got me my very first cell phone. Almost 14. Yeah, that was when I got my very first cell phone. And it was the world at the time, apparently. It was the world's smallest cell phone.
Which phone?
In 2007. I don't have it anymore.
Oh, do you remember what it was?
Yeah, crap, man. This is going to be hard to remember. I know I got it from Rogers. I don't remember.
Samsung, one of those
It wasn't a
flip
Samsung.
phones.
It was a tiny little flip phone. It was silver on the outside.
Oh, I know. That's
It was a camera.
Yeah, I had that phone. A small, like, kind of silver and white.
Yeah,
right?
and it flipped.
And it flipped. Yeah, I had that.
What was it called? What was the brand?
It was a Samsung.
Was it Samsung?
Yeah, it was a Samsung.
Are you sure?
Samsung.
Really? It's hard to remember.
Yeah, it was a Samsung. I remember. It was a flip phone.
But it came with like a pink. You could change the front flip.
Yes,
You could change the color,
you
pink
can
and
do that.
silver.
Yes.
Really?
I had
Was
the
that
silver.
Samsung? You don't still have it. If I could get my hands on that again on Amazon, I would buy one of those.
Actually, I might still have it. I have a box of phones at home.
Oh,
like
what
all my
Samsung?
old phones and stuff.
Lucky you that you kept it. I don't know what
Because
happened.
I'm a nerd. I like to take
Yeah.
things apart and put
Yeah.
together. Like, maybe
Yeah.
make a super phone one day or something.
Well, I want to get that. I know at the time my mom paid $100 for it. I think it was 100.
But I got my first phone when I was 9.
Wow, younger than me.
It was one of those Sony Ericsson phones, but just the thin one didn't flip. It was like that big, really thin,
wow.
really small.
Oh wow.
I think that was my first one. Then after that, I got a normal flip phone, and then my dad got me the one we were just talking about.
Oh, I want that, man. Like I it was worth $100 back
But
then.
I have to say, a trend I
$100.
stopped like this year because actually maybe not because this phone I might have to get a new one. But normally every year since I was in high school, I get a new phone around Christmas time.
Huh.
It's like a trend, like every year.
Yeah, now you buy your own phones, of course.
Yeah,
You know,
this iPhone here, I probably have to get a different one. I'll see because unlocking phones are very annoying.
Oh yes, of course.
Well,
yeah.
I do have a pretty interesting story. So I think it was 2014. At Christmas, I lit my stove on fire.
What?
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, and this is the year I moved into my apartment. And yeah, it was this year. I think this year I lit on it was like 2014. I lit the stove on fire by accident. I wasn't paying
It's
attention.
terrible. Oh,
I'm a person who has a bad habit of putting his stuff on burners.
Well,
and
I've
then
done
turning
that.
the burner on and
I've done
forgetting that the burner's on. But I'm not
I've done
talking
that.
about pots.
Oh, okay.
Right? I had one iPhone 5. And I kept leaving it on the same burner.
What? Why would
Right?
you do that?
And I kept forgetting.
What?
I saw the burning plastic, like, oh,
serious?
whatever. I pulled it off and the whole thing started. Like, whoosh. But it survived. I gave it to my friend Nazar, the guy who loses thousands of dollars every
Yeah,
year,
doesn't care. Doesn't care.
Right? Actually, his Christmas present to himself this year. He did like braces for $3,000. He found a
Really?
place I'll give him braces for $3,000. I'm like, where? I need braces.
I need braces.
But it's $3,000. Or we get $10,000 for
Invisalign.
braces.
I need to get Invisalign. Invisible braces. That's
Yeah,
what I
that's
want
what
to
I'm
get.
getting
Really?
for $27.15.
Wow. Oh,
I'm like,
wow.
how? What kind
wow.
of shady, like, Russian place are you going to that's going to do this for $2,000?
Wow.
And it has to be the only
For
solution.
me.
They're going to put you in some back shack on King Street, punch you in the nuts, strap you back, and just put it on, and then take your money.
And use like maybe a garden shed tools in
Yeah.
your mouth or something.
Yeah, like
something terrible.
Castaway stuff. Don't he takes his tooth on, he uses the skate blade and just knocks it in the tooth.
Oh my gosh, that's awful. Oh, that reminds me of that movie Castaway with Tom
I
Hanks.
just said that.
Oh, I didn't hear Castaway.
I said Castaway.
I didn't
style.
hear you
What's
say
it?
that. I was just about to say that myself. Great minds think like I didn't hear you with music.
Have you-
Anyway, yes, go ahead. Yes?
Any Christmas movies that you like?
Oh, I was going to name a bunch. Okay, I wanted to name something for Christmas of 2013. Actually, yeah, 2013, quickly, before I talk about movies. So it was an ice storm that December. Remember the ice storm the winter of 2014? Started in December 2013.
Yeah,
terrible ice storm.
Power and stuff.
Yeah, it was awful. I had to travel from Sheridan College in Oakville all the way to Belleville.
Poor bastard.
I'm a bastard. I'm a girl, you sicko. Anyway, so I took the GO train, right, from Oakville to Oshawa to save money. And then I took the Via Rail train from Oshawa to Belleville. I waited 2 hours in the snow for the Via Rail to come. I had to wait 2 hours. I think there was either something wrong with the GO train tracks and I had to stop at Union briefly and take the next GO train, or there was something wrong with Union, Via Rail, I mean, is what I meant. And I think I had to rebook my Via Rail for a later time. I can't quite remember. But the funny thing that happened was my mom and I were coming back. I think it was Boxing Day. Maybe it was Christmas Day. I can't remember. And there was ice all over so badly that my mom gets the groceries out of the trunk of her car and slides the toilet paper over to me, the rolls of toilet paper for me to balance on. She grabs the toilet paper, like, you know, the plastic, it's like a rectangle, and starts grabbing it like it's a cane. And starts going out of the car, steps on the toilet paper like it's a stepping stool or whatever, and starts like bending over because she has scoliosis, my mom, so she was like bending over, and then she slid it over, and I was bursting into tears. I was laughing. I was laughing so hard that I was crying. Have you ever found something so hilarious that you were crying? That's how funny it was.
Yeah,
I was laughing
I get those
so much.
Sometimes.
I rarely get them, but I was laughing to the point of tears. And I was like, just go, Emily, go. We have to get inside. Don't you want to get out of this cold? I'm like, yeah, Mama, you're hilarious. You crack me up so much that I'm crying right now. It was really fun. If you had seen it, you'd be laughing. It should be on that comedy TV. Anyway, back to movies. My favorite movies. You know Shirley Temple, the movie called Heidi?
No.
You should look it up. Okay, well, that's a classic. The reason why you don't know about it, dear, is because it's from the 1940s.
And I listen to music from the 1940s.
I know, you don't watch Shirley Temple. She's a classic American.
Shirley Temple.
You don't even know who Shirley Temple is.
Up until Halloween, I never watched Hocus Pocus.
Well, I don't care about Hocus Pocus. I'm talking about Shirley Temple, dear.
Bite me.
Well, then you lick me then. Continuing on.
Trust me, I'd rather not have my tongue.
Oh, I know.
Continue with the movies.
I'd rather not have my teeth gnarled off. Anyway. So, Heidi was one of them. I like the Beauty and the Beast Christmas edition as a kid.
I have that on DVD.
Good.
I'm not DVD,
Good.
VHS sealed at home.
I love The Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh yeah, that's classic. Wait, which one though? Jim Carrey or an actual cartoon?
The real one, not the cartoon. I used to watch the cartoon as a kid.
So Jim Carrey.
But I watched the Jim Carrey one when I got older and stuff. I still watch that on Netflix. I think it's still on Netflix as far as I know. Oh yeah, and then there was that one, Daddy's Home 2 with Mark Wahlberg. Just came out this year with Mark Wahlberg.
That's on my list. I actually want to see that.
And Will Ferrell. That was awesome. That was fantastic. That was really funny. It was good.
Will Ferrell and Elf.
Yeah.
That's all that we want.
I haven't seen Elf actually. I
haven't seen Elf. Elf is pretty funny.
Huh. Okay, and I love Narnia too. I got Narnia for Christmas one time. I got a big Narnia poster, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Oh, yeah, I have all of them at home. They're finally making the silver chair.
Are they?
I think it's supposed to come out next year. They finally started making it.
Well, if I want to watch them with you, if you could burn a copy of me or something, or you know.
I can just, like how we watch it together.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I love that.
Burn her a copy. It's illegal to
You
copy.
burned me a copy of Victoria's Secret fashion show, you weirdo.
That's different.
Don't worry,
You don't burn classic movies.
Okay. I didn't mean burn. You know what I mean.
Yes,
I'm tired. You know what? It's been a long day. I've been up since 8 o'clock this morning doing work at home training. I've been up very early. It's been a long day. Okay. Oh, and another thing my family used to joke about. My dad used to joke, if you're naughty, Santa's going to put charcoal on the bottom of your Santa stocking. You're going to get charcoal. And you're going to get chocolate eggs that are just going to be stale from Easter, and that's what he's going to do to punish you if you're not a good little girl. That's our family tradition. And we had eggnog, which I grew accustomed to. I didn't like it at first.
Actually, I've not had eggnog in a year.
Yeah, really? I grew accustomed to it. I want to buy fruitcake. I love fruitcake, family tradition. Chocolate, fruitcake, minced tarts. Being half British, you know where minced tarts originate from, dear?
Actually, I used to, I know.
Do you? Well, they originate from the UK, dear. That's why they're a tradition. Oh, fair enough. Well, that's why it's such a big family tradition in my family. But I plan on going to Montreal this Christmas to spend it with my lovely aunt. She's watching this.
Well, good. If you go to Montreal, make sure you make a stop at a place that owes me money, you know.
Oh, you just give me the address and I'll do it. You just give me a baseball bat and I've got no problem doing that. But yeah, my Aunt Virginia and my Uncle Louie, if you're watching this, I'm going to be visiting you guys in Montreal for Christmas. So can't wait to see you guys because I have not spent Christmas with them since 2012. It's been a long time. We went to Collingwood for Christmas. That's one thing I didn't bring up. The ski resort, we went to like a time-sharing thing in Collingwood, and the place was really nice. They had an indoor swimming pool, they had a sauna, and we went there in 2012. That was a really good Christmas because I got to spend it away from town, a boring town, you know what I mean? Yeah. We left, I think, the day before Christmas Eve. We left on the 23rd, I believe, and I think we came back the day after Boxing Day.
Yeah. Next Christmas, actually, I'm planning to go to either Prague or Switzerland.
Oh, I'll do.
And when I hit 11,000 followers on Instagram, for everyone who's watching, I'm doing a contest. So where it's gonna be like you guys, 1 or 2 people I'm gonna bring with me.
Oh, lovely.
That'll be nice enough to maybe like either do their airfare or something.
Oh,
or something.
you
Do a
always bring
contest.
your wife with you, you know. Just like I bring you to England with my British passport, yeah. We're both in Europe.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you want to do both of them?
Yes, why not? The
Well,
more the better.
I'll think about that, but I still want to do that
Okay.
contest, you know.
Okay, lovely, dear.
This year, first is sleep.
Oh, just
For
gonna
Christmas,
sleep
I
all
don't
day.
have nothing to do.
You don't have anything to do,
I
you
don't
mean?
really care. I haven't slept.
Oh,
in 2
right.
days. Leave
Me
alone.
too. I'm tired as well. You corrected me about Castaway, and I'm tired too, dear. Oh, one more thing that I was going to mention. Oh, how old were you when you guys found out that Santa Claus is not real? That's what I want to know. I remember I was
Actually,
8.
I never did. I just assumed on my own.
Oh,
I don't
really?
really care.
You found out when like, you assumed when? How old were you when you assumed, when you found out on your own?
I think it was when I was 8 or 9, because my mom would get these boxes
Okay.
delivered to her, and it'd say like from Santa, but if
Okay.
you open, there's a bunch of stuff like I don't know what program she was doing, through Toronto Star, I think it was, and they give
Okay.
like boxes, like a bunch of stuff inside boxes, wrap them up in
Oh.
gifts to like families.
Okay.
I guess
Okay.
it's like your low income or something.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I kind of figured it out.
Interesting. I think I was around the same age as you. I think I was about 9. I think 8 or 9. I can't quite remember. And my dad just commented, you know, Emily, that's not real, right? That's some old guy dressed up in a suit trying to make a living so that he doesn't have to be on welfare. That's how my dad told me. Isn't that a nice way to tell a child that St. Nicholas, a.k.a. Santa Claus, is actually not real? They have St. Nick in England, of course. St.
I
Nicholas
don't
is
know.
British.
Me, I'm more of, I guess because, you know, I write fantasy books and stuff.
You also write dark humor, which I've read. Your dark humor.
My
Yes.
dark humor.
Yes, your dark stories that I've read. You showed me on your phone.
Oh, those
Yes.
stories. Okay,
Yes.
that's like more of erotic romance.
Yeah, I was gonna
But I
say.
wasn't referring to
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because I write in different like tenses and stuff. Part of me, you know, I keep that in my head around this time when I write
Oh.
different stories.
Oh, okay.
Like, all those random mad fairy tale creatures.
Oh, yeah?
People.
Oh, it reminds me, when I was a kid, I got that game. It was called Candyland. I think it was called
Candyland, you mean?
Candyland. Thank you. I'm right. That's right.
With the pink board.
Yeah, and then I had that game. And that's another thing that I had as a kid called Esso. Remember the Esso bits and pieces where you can make like a house? Had these like Esso dolls. And I had this Polly Pocket limousine thing.
I remember the Polly Pocket.
The pink convertible.
Yeah, I remember.
The pink convertible where she had like this sauna thing, the back, a pool at the
Yeah, I
back of the
remember.
limo, and I had battery operated. They'd play music, you press the steering wheel down, and would play music, and I used to love that. I had that up until I was like 12, maybe. I
Actually,
loved
speaking
it.
of board games, I have a lot of board games on my
We
closet.
gotta get Candyland. I want to get
I
that
have
again.
that one.
Oh, well then
It's in the box.
I'll buy it off of
I
you.
have
I'll
the
buy it.
Candyland normal, and then I have the Candyland chocolate version.
Oh, I never
Where
heard the
the-
chocolate version.
Well, I mean, that's literally
Oh.
chocolate. You eat it.
What? Really?
You play the game, but you can
Really?
eat the pieces as you go.
Well, then it's pointless. You have to buy more pieces then. That's
No,
pointless.
you eat the board too.
That's great. So it's a one-time thing.
Yes.
It's a one-time game thing. That's funny.
Yeah, but pretty much you're paying like $20 to eat like just a bunch of chocolate, but you're playing Monopoly or Candyland at the same time.
Let's hope that it doesn't melt while you're playing it. Wouldn't the chocolate could melt easily?
No.
Chocolate can melt.
Yeah, no, but there's the way they made it.
Oh, it's solid. Wow, that's interesting. Would you like to try on this hat, dear? I think the audience would like to see it on you.
I'm okay.
Oh, well, maybe I'll have to put it on.
No,
you
no, I'm
then.
good. I don't like
Fine.
hats.
All right, fine. I'm taking it off because I actually find it too so hot to wear this in here. But I have a sweater here, which we're going to try and figure out the mechanism. You see this on camera? It's got these wires, ladies and
Let me
gentlemen.
see it.
And he's going to try and get it working so that my sweater will light up, which I didn't even notice at the store. If it works, I mean, I spent money on this. Why else attach something? That's just weird.
Maybe.
If you can figure it out. If you guys ever bought a sweater from Forever 21, and you guys have a sweater similar to this with a mechanism thing built into it, something tells me that it's going to make a noise or something.
No, yeah.
Too many people used it.
Here we go.
Oh! It lights up, guys!
I'll
Isn't
put it
that
back in the
amazing?
hole after, but there it lights
So
up.
look at this. We have to take a picture of this. Hey guys, so this is the sweater that I got on sale from Forever 21. This is my first sweater that has lit up ever. This is the first sweater I've ever owned that lights up like this. And one other thing I wanted to say is another thing that reminds me. I used to get this card for Christmas. And when I opened it up, it would sing, "Deck the halls with boughs of holly." And whenever I opened it up, I got that one memorable Christmas card. Have you guys ever gotten those Christmas cards where it lights up, or where you have Christmas carols whenever you open the card, or you have those funny cards like on
See,
Valentine's
it's a
Day?
good thing I picked this one.
I I didn't even know that it lit up. I'm glad I listened to you. They had other sweaters which were really nice. Forever 21 called If You're Single, Ready to Jingle. Didn't really want to get that. And then there was a red one that you thought was too short.
Yeah. Just put that back in the hole.
Of course.
Right? You can turn it off. You switch.
Yeah. What do you do if the battery wears out? They'll keep it on the show.
No, you can screw it. There's a screw there.
Oh, yeah.
And you replace the batteries.
Those mini chip batteries.
Isn't this beautiful, Dad? Didn't he help me get a wonderful bargain?
Exactly. Well, even a producer likes it.
$22.50 for this. It would have been $44 normal price.
Yeah, see, I'm good like that, you know?
$23.
You know?
Yeah, $23.
But this year, probably do some videos too for around the Christmas holiday time. I'm doing a few parties.
YouTube.
We'll probably do some, but
we will. We're gonna have to, Dad.
Next week, there's a bunch of Christmas parties.
Oh yeah, the 20th.
To, yeah.
The Thursday film networking event one.
Wednesday,
and sorry.
I have 2 others. I think I have one on Tuesday, one on Thursday.
What time in the evening?
I'll let you know. It's a double show.
Okay, well, I have to get up early the next day. I hope it's on a Friday or a Saturday night.
Probably.
I really hope so. Okay, good. Or a Sunday. Okay, Friday or Saturday, preferably. All right, Dale. Is there anything else that you'd love to share, dear? Any other memories that you have?
Oh, for holiday time, not really. I mean, I'm trying to think. Oh, I saw you guys.
Oh, New Jersey. From New Jersey. Oh, somebody in New Jersey's watching us. Hello, dear. I've never been to Jersey.
Is that related to Jersey Shore? Jersey Shore supposed to be filmed in New Jersey? I always wondered about that show, Jersey Shore.
I don't know. I think so.
Really? Jersey Shore doesn't only make sense to be in New Jersey. I can't think of why else they called that. If you guys watch Jersey Shore, believe it or not, I've never actually seen a TV show before.
I did do something good this holiday season.
What's that?
I became a sick kids advocate.
Oh, yes.
Sick kids hospital advocate.
Yes.
Sorry about outside. They're very happy with my generous contributions that I said I would do.
Oh, wonderful, yeah.
And plus the girls recognize my voice. They said, I know you from the radio. I'm like,
oh, wonderful.
Okay, I'll sign up because you recognize my voice and stuff too.
I'm jealous. Give me some of that recognition.
By the way, I want to say to the audience, I apologize for not being here last Thursday. My husband never told the audience why I could not attend last Thursday's radio show. It was due to a prior engagement, a job engagement that I thought I've gone in to pursue, but it turns out I'm not pursuing. So I will be here every Thursday
like to travel
from now on. Yes, it's not just that; it's the fact that it is just mostly commission, and that is not my thing. Continuing on. Oh, I got a big Monopoly game. You must have Monopoly for Christmas. I love Monopoly. For Christmas, I got that. I still think I have it at my dad's place.
I don't think I've ever gotten Monopoly for
Really?
Christmas. But I played Monopoly. I'm undefeated, you know.
Oh, well, I've been pretty good at Monopoly in the past. I haven't done it in a while, but I really love it.
Well, I mean, if I do end up getting paid, then I actually want to invest in either, for my Christmas present to myself this year,
yeah.
You know those big, like, 4,000 piece 3D puzzles?
Yeah,
those ones. One of those. How about the Eden Center?
Oh, that's crazy.
They're like $50.
That's expensive.
Right, I want to get a nice one.
Wow.
Just a nice puzzle or something general so I can frame it up and make my walls look a bit nicer.
Nice.
Right? I love doing puzzles. I actually have a nice Pokemon one, but my cat, she decided she liked the box too much, and I think I'm missing 3 pieces out of 500.
Oh,
so even if I do make it, it's going to be awkward. So I'm not
Oh, speaking of wonderful kitties and wonderful pussies, my wonderful kitty cat, which is at my mom's place. Pussycat, what's wrong with you? Are you dirty-minded or what?
No,
His mind is in the gutter.
Context.
Your gutter.
Anyway, continue.
Your filthy, rotten gutter.
Okay, continue.
Anyway, continuing on. So my kitty cat loved to play with Christmas balls with her paw. The Christmas ball would be at the bottom branch of the Christmas tree. She always swat at it, and every time we'd have to replace our Christmas balls every single season because they break. And she'd play with it like it was a mouse. So what we ended up doing is we put a little Christmas gift for her at the bottom of the tree. We'd give it to her, and she would actually tear it apart with her claws. She would open up the present and give her the paper with her claws, and it would be a mouse. It would be a mouse in the present, so she'd stop playing with the Christmas balls. Isn't that funny?
A real mouse?
No, fake one, obviously. You ding-dong. Goodness.
Hey, no, I'm just saying, because I've had a few moments where my cat brings me, like, dead mice.
Oh,
and I found out actually it's a mice coming in through my door, my main door. I'm like, how is that even possible? The door is like this small, the hole, and the mouse is like that big. Right? Yeah, slides under, and I'm like, okay. And I asked the landlord, he's like, wait, these are the mouses that they eat the poison and they just run
away. The mice, not the mouses, right? The mice. Proper English.
No, one.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. Okay.
Always one.
Fair enough. Okay, never mind. Speaking of that, my one cat, when she was outside, I know this isn't Christmas related, but she brought back a dead bird. She was hunting outside, she heard a bird tweet, tweet, tweet outside, and she caught it, brought it in her paws, and gave it to my mom like it was a gift. Like it was a gift. Minnie, her name was. She's a black feline cat, and she was the one that played with the Christmas balls. She was notorious for doing that. And my mom's like, bad kitty, bad pussy. My mom used to say, you brought back the bird in your mouth, you made a big mess. And now you're going to have to clean that up. She would talk to the cat like it was a human. And then my grandma, this is another thing about my grandma, and God bless her soul, she's in a better place, but every winter time, even around Christmas, she would leave the door open a crack, bring in all the cold wind, the cold weather, come into the house while she's waiting for the cat to go outside. The cat couldn't make up its mind on whether or not it wanted to go outside. You know those ragdoll cats? Ragdoll. They're like a ragdoll. It's like a Persian, mix of Persian and ragdoll.
Yeah,
white cat with blue eyes.
Okay.
And brownish, grayish patches, long hair, really, really long hair, and a big fluffy tail. And she wouldn't just, kick the cat out with your foot, not roughly, but you know what I mean, really lightly tap the cat's rear end to go outside. She says, okay, Claire, are you going in or are you staying out? Going out or staying in? And she couldn't make up her mind, and she chased the cat with a spray bottle to punish her. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
And the cat would have a big fluffy tail, and she'd end up doing smelly, you-know-what, all over my grandma's house to get back at my grandma. That's what she would do.
Oh, my cat used to do that too all the time.
Really get back at you?
Oh no, she just, I guess she didn't like them. She's a spoiled brat. She likes her litter box changed every week.
Oh my goodness.
Right? So, yeah. I thought a way to fix this, I was just spray in my room.
Yeah.
Just put her food in my room.
Huh.
Taste salt.
Oh, so she doesn't do it anymore.
Because they don't like smelling their own urine when they sleep, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyway, so holiday stuff.
Yes. Well, I just know that my family had a tradition of putting the stockings near the wood stove. We didn't have a fireplace growing up. We just had a wood stove. We hang it on the lamp, which was near the wood stove, and I think I had my name on it. I think there was some event at a mall where I got to put my name in glitter as a crafts thing. It was part of Mastermind Crafts and Toys at the Pickering Town Center Mastermind. Yeah. And I put my name in glitter on there, so every Christmas I get my small gifts and stocking stuffers. So that's a tradition, I think, for anybody, and your big gifts under the tree. Or do most people just give their small gifts and everything under the tree? How would it work with your family?
I guess it just depends, right? We always get stuff in our stockings. Mm-hmm. We try to get maybe a few big gifts or small gifts under the tree.
Okay.
Yeah, it did depend.
Interesting. All right. Well, yes.
I never actually find I have trouble finding keychains and coffee mugs and stuff like that with my name on it.
Interesting.
How is Raymond such an uncommon name?
Well, apparently, maybe Rayford's more common than Raymond. Maybe Rayford.
What the hell's Rayford?
Rayford. There's people named Rayford all the time. Genius, all the time.
Okay,
yeah.
Did someone spike your booster juice?
Oh, apparently somebody got a free booster juice on my birthday, by the way, and the subway was horrible that day because of rush hour. I think he had to wait 35, 40 minutes.
Oh, I love what the TTC does.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't my fault.
Bloor Station with that little holiday thing they have, the holiday glass with the train tracks.
Raphael.
Yes, Raphael,
Yes, exactly. Speaking of which, speaking of good things, there's Operation Christmas Child. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's where you give gifts in shoeboxes to kids all around third world countries. So you can put all sorts of dollar store gifts, or if you want to be generous, something from Walmart, you put socks, toothpaste, deodorant for kids that are from third world countries, and you all put it in a shoebox. And you wrap up the shoebox, and it's like a gift, and it's called Operation Christmas Child.
Huh.
Yeah, it's interesting. You should look it up. It's really cool. Yeah, it's their own charity, and I should consider doing that next year. I really want to do that kind of thing next year. So
maybe you never know.
Yeah, if I had the time this year, if it was earlier, I would have thought about it. I actually didn't think about it until just this week. But
too late to do something.
I know, but another time for sure.
Yep.
Well, my question is to the audience. How many of you, if you really needed the money for Christmas or for your kids, would dress up as either Mrs. Claus or Santa Claus for money? Would you do that?
No.
Okay. Anybody would do that?
Box Raymond cat?
Oh, put a cat in a box and stuff him in a box too? That'd be cool if we could fit him in a box. Maybe we could fit him in a big suitcase.
Yeah, you never know.
Maybe we could ship you off to where you want to go, Switzerland or whatever. Hide you in a plane in a suitcase.
That'd be weird.
I know, it'd be weird. But if you want to go on for free, I'm joking. Never do that.
Yeah, if I really want to go on a plane for free, I can probably fake an illness or something, but I'm going to hell for that, so I wouldn't do that.
What? Fake an illness? How would you get on a plane for free? How would you do that?
You make a Wish Foundation, stuff like that.
Oh,
they have Wish for adults.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh.
There's a lot of really weird things you find.
Oh, make a wish. I've heard of that.
I wouldn't do that.
No, that's being dishonest.
What I did today, though, I started making something for a holiday themed T-shirt where it says Canada A on the top, across your chest, and in the middle it's a snow background with a snowboarding banana in black sunglasses.
Well then, that's interesting.
So I think that might be pretty cool. People might like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to get a proper picture of a banana, like a cartoon animated banana snowboarding. Hard just to put that together. I spent 3 hours today.
Wow, show it to me. Show the audience another day. Speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, I am getting my modeling calendar ready for 2019.
Not next year, obviously, because next year's only a couple of weeks away. But the year afterwards, I will be organizing my calendar this week, and I will have a sample within the next couple of weeks to show you guys on camera.
What are you going to do for 2019? You're going to do like a 2018, all your top pictures in a 1 year thing, so 2019, like January to
December? Yeah. Why, you think it'd be an 18-month calendar? Like, what do you think it should be, audience? 12 months or 18 months?
12 months, I'm
Yeah.
saying. You're gonna, I guess, but then if you're going to do that, then you have to take your pictures, especially when it comes to the end of next year in advance, so you have everything ready for it, so you can sell for next December.
Yeah, of
So you have to
course.
do all your advanced pictures by like the summer.
Yeah, of course. I got a whole bunch. I've gotten lots of photo shoots recently. What do you think? Lingerie, bikini, mix of everything. Not just lingerie and bikini. It should be everything.
Mix it.
For
you
sure.
You never know. You can mix it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For Christmas, I was thinking I should dress up in like a Mean Girls outfit for
I
Christmas.
still haven't seen Mean Girls.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this guy. You go, Glenn Coco. You fail, Glenn Coco. You fail, Glenn Coco. I'm going to make you watch that.
I don't even know what the hell you're saying.
It's a quote from the movie. Look it up on YouTube, genius. Look it up if you want to know about it so badly.
I don't.
Well, I'm going to show it to you whether you like it or not.
She's gonna force me to watch.
Yeah,
Mean
chick
Girls.
flick, chick flick.
I
Rachel
don't care about
McAdams.
watching chick flick.
Well, I don't care, man. Mean Girls is a big tip-top movie, and it is a must-watch, and you have to watch it. Even men find it funny. It's hilarious, okay? They say, don't have sex standing up, don't have sex, just don't do it, okay? Because you will get pregnant and get STDs and die. That's what they say. It's hilarious! You have to watch it!
So random. Okay.
Let me tell you something about Janice Ian. We were best friends in middle school. I know, right? I don't even, whatever. So then in 8th grade, I started going out with my first boyfriend, Kyle, who was totally gorgeous. But then he moved to Indiana. And Janice was like weirdly jealous of him. Like if I were to blow her off to hang out with Kyle, she'd be like, why didn't you call me back? And I'd be like, why are you so obsessed with me? So then for my pool party, and my birthday, it was an all-girls pool party, I was like, Janice, I can't invite you because I think you're a lesbian. I mean, right, there were girls there in a bathing suit. I mean, right, she was a lesbian, right? So then her mom called my mom and started yelling at her. It was so retarded. And then when she came back in the fall for high school, all her hair was cut off and she was totally weird. And now, I guess she's on crack. What do you think? When you see it, you'll see what I'm talking about. What do you think? Does it sound funny? What I'm
I think
saying?
your monologue pretty good. But...
Thank you. Well, you will see Rachel McAdams, the Canadian actress from London, Ontario, do that monologue in the movie. You're going to see it. I'm going to force you to watch it.
Okay.
Jingle bells, jingle bell rock. They do their jingle bell dance in their slutty Santa Claus outfits. The leather boots and the ho Santa hats and everything. You gotta watch this. It's funny.
Okay, I'll put that on my list.
All right, put it on your list before the new year. Before the new year.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I like I don't know, I guess more crisp. Like, my movies I like are pretty, like, generic. You know, Home Alone, Santa
I haven't
Claus.
seen Home Alone.
You never seen Home Alone?
Okay, I'll watch Home Alone when you watch Mean Girls. We'll watch the two together.
No, that's irrelevant. Who has
Okay.
never seen Home
I don't
Alone?
think so. What's it about? I might have seen it and I don't know.
The kid gets left home, his family goes to Paris, and these two guys rob his
Never
house,
seen
and he
it.
has to, fight for his house.
I might, sounds familiar. I might have seen it. What year did it come out? What year? Long time ago? 90s, 80s?
96.
I might have seen that.
No, I think it came out in 93, and the second one came out in 96.
I might have seen it. Sounds familiar. I know I watched something about a girl hiding in a closet while these two guys were robbing her house. Maybe it's not the same
No,
thing.
that's not the same.
Oh, okay. Well, then show it to me then. I'll watch it.
I
Sounds
have it at
interesting.
home. I have a...
Well, I'll get you to watch Mean Girls. You'll get me to watch Home Alone. Deal? Could you swear on camera?
Fine.
Deal. Okay, deal. That's a deal. That's a deal. All right.
Okay, so
Favorite Christmas carols. Does anybody have their favorite Christmas carols? I love Silent Night, Holy Night. That's a carol. That is traditional. I'm not just talking about Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell. I'm talking about an actual classic traditional song.
Silent
Night. Yes, you like to sing for our audience.
No.
Well, maybe I'll sing then. Unless you have something you want to talk about.
No, we'll take the singing for another
Okay, we'll
episode.
do it closer to Christmas. Next week. I'm going to sing.
Next week we're doing destination vacation?
Oh, yes.
And,
Yes, we
holiday
are.
getaways?
Holiday getaways and stuff during this terrible winter season.
Tips, surviving the last
Surviving
2 to 3
traveling.
days of
Yeah.
Christmas shopping before
Yeah.
you get trampled.
And make sure you don't get broke in budgeting for the new year and all this, because you got to budget if you want to travel. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
So, there we go. All right, and if anybody would like to be a guest speaker in the new year, please feel free to contact any one of us. I know Gabriel wanted to be a guest speaker. Gabriel Grucci. I know, right? Joseph's pulling a face, Gabriel. I'm just letting you know this.
And
Yes.
remember, tune into my Instagram, because when I hit 11,000 followers, I'm doing a contest for a few trips next year to come with me.
Yes.
Make sure you tune in, follow, and like and comment on every photo. That's
Yes.
RaymanKumar31.
Yes, and don't forget to check out our social media and the Frequency 5 FM on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
check those out. And yeah, and check out our YouTube. We're going to be updating our YouTube. We got to get going on that. We got to
Yeah, we'll be updating YouTube. If you want to see any of our past episodes, if you haven't, you can go to Frequency 5 FM website.
Yeah.
And you'll see TV shows English. Go scroll down to Emily and Raymond. You see all our past episodes on there.
And Em and Ray on Facebook. I've invited a bunch of my Facebook friends to like our page. We've gotten a couple more likes.
Okay, and then on Twitter we have Emily and Raymond.
Yes.
And Instagram, same thing, Emily and Raymond. Just
Yes.
tune in, like, and subscribe.
And share our YouTube videos. YouTube is probably the most important platform out of all those because we want our episodes to be watched and stuff.
Yeah, but I find we don't get a lot of views. But yeah.
Yeah, all of them are important. Anyway, thanks so much for the support, and please tune in next week between 5:30 to 6:30.
See you guys.
See you guys.